we are going to discuss about the surface mining methods. So we have seen that the Coal India Limited is having the different subsidiaries. They are having different subsidiaries like your Eastern Coalfields Limited, Bharat Coking Coal Limited, Central Coking Coal Limited, Northern uh, Coalfields Limited, etc. Okay, so Southeastern Coalfields Limited, Mahanadi Coalfields Limited, Northeastern Coalfields Limited. Besides that, the Singareni Colliery also producing the coal, Navali Lignite Corporation producing the lignite deposits. Okay. So, so let us see uh, the mining methods. Uh, you know that there are two methods of mining: open cast mining, underground mining. But the choice of the method of mining, whether you'll go for open cast mining or underground mining, the choice of method is largely determined by the depth of the mineral deposit. We have seen that if the depth is less, if the deposit is lying at a shallower depth, then this method of mining, surface mining method is adopted. If the depth of mining is high, then you have to go for underground mining. So also, while choosing the method of mining, geology of the coal deposit and other factors are also taken into account. The majority of the world's coal production is coming from the open cast mines. Nowadays, most of the mineral production is coming from the open cast mines. And this is true for India also. So what are the different processes, mining processes you carry out in open cast mining? You have to drill the holes, you have to blast, you have to go for loading, you have to go for hauling, you have to go for transporting the material. And after that, the material will be processed or washed. So fast operation in surface mines, fast operation in surface mines is your drilling operation. So drilling is carried out by the drill machines, by rotary drill machines or by percussive drill machines, or a combination of rotary percussive drill machines. Then after drilling the holes, you have to go for blasting. Blasting is carried out by site mixed slurry explosives or emulsion explosives by using the primers and non-electric detonators. So after drilling, you'll go for blasting. So while blasting, you will use the different type of explosives. Then after the material is blasted, you have to go for loading. So loading is done by the shovels, electric shovels, rope shovels, uh, and the drag lines are also used sometimes, but drag line is not a good loading machine. It is a overcasting machine. Then after the material is loaded, the material is transported, hauling, transporting. So the hauling is done by front end loaders. Hauling is done by front end loaders, etc. And after that, it will be transported. Transportation is carried out by dumpers or conveyors. So uh, dumpers are operated by diesel operated dumper, but conveyors are electrically operated conveyor. Transportation. Then after the minerals or the coal reaches to the processing plant, so the mineral processing is carried out, or if it is a coal washing is uh, carried out in the coal washery. Okay. So this is the mining process you carry out in open cast mines. So in open cast mines, if you are using the drag line, if you are using the drag line, So the drag line can carry out three operations: loading, hauling, transportation. Loading, hauling, transportation can be carried out by the drag line. Loading, hauling, transporting can be carried out by the drag line. Okay, so the uh, 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 in the open cast mines, if you are using the drag line, so this drag line can carry out three operations at a time. It can load the material, it can haul the material, it can transport the material by side casting, because the drag line is having a very long boom. So by the help of this long boom, the material is down in the decold area. So this is the mining process carried out if you are using the dragline machine. And uh, if you are using a surface, you are using a surface miner, so there is no need of drilling and blasting. In the surface miner technology, no need of drilling and blasting. So this is totally eliminated. Drilling and blasting is totally eliminated, and the surface miner can load, haul, transport. So the one machine can carry out a lot of operations. Okay. So, but if you are using the in-pit crossing and conveying system, if you are using the in-pit crossing and conveying system, so this hauling and transporting is carried out by the belt conveyor system. The material is crossed, and after that it is loaded to the conveyor system and it is transported. So this is called your in-pit crossing and conveying system. So if you compare the surface mining methods, drilling, blasting, loading, hauling, transporting, processing, and this side underground mining method, so uh, uh, the in the underground mining methods, you have to go for supporting system, you have to go for these are the three extra work you have to carry out in open cast mining, which is absent in surface mining. There is no need of support system. There is no need of ventilation. There is no pumping is of course necessary for pumping out the water, but in underground mine, 24-hour pumps are running for pumping out the water, and ventilation fans are running 24 hours to ventilate the area, and wooden supports, steel supports are erected to support the roof, which is absent in surface. So this is the difference between underground mining process and surface mining. So in underground mining, your road headers, continuous miners are used, and uh, in underground mining, side discharge leader, loader, your load haul dumps, scrappers are used, and so this underground mining, longwall mining is you have already studied. So uh, uh, in surface mining, you have to select the mining equipment. Selection of mining equipment. The stripping ratio in case of open cast mining is very important ratio for the selection of the mining equipment, and you have to calculate the life of the mine for how many years the mine will run. So it depends on the deposit size of the deposit and what are the infrastructure available near the mine, what is the proposed annual production from the mine, what technology you are going to adapt, and what technology is available. So this is the selection of mining equipment for surface mining projects. So let us see the different open cast mining machinery which are used in surface mines. Shovel dumper, oldest method of mining used in surface mining. Dragline mining, surface miner technology, bucket wheel excavator technology, in-pit crossing and spreading. These are the different open cast mining machinery used in surface mines. This is a schematic diagram of open cast mine. This is the drag line, and the drag line is cutting this overburden material and dumping this side. So this spoil material is dumped this side and reclamation is carried out simultaneously. And here there are two seams are working. This is one coal seam, this is another coal seam, this black line, this is another coal seam. So this coal is taken by the shovel dumper mining, and the overburden material is dumped by the drag line. Schematic diagram of the open cast mine. So blasting is carried out in open cast mines. This is the scene of a heavy blasting in open cast mines. If you are using the shovel dumper mining, if you are using the shovel dumper mining, you can work out the multi-seam extraction. You can work out the multi-seam extraction. Multi-seam extraction, and you can this shovel dumper mining is very flexible system mining. It is a very flexible system of mining, and it can work in steep gradients up to a gradient of 1 in 5. This is the shovel dumper mining. This is the shovel dumper mining. This is the dumper. This is the shovel. This is the rope shovel. Rope shovel is loading the material to the dumpers. And this is the rope shovel loading the material to the dumper. Rope shovel and dumper combination. And this is the hydraulic shovel loading to the dumper. Then the surface miner technology came into existence in Indian coal mines, where there is problem of, and you know that way you're going for blasting, the ground will be vibrated and the nearby structures will be. To avoid that, you should go for blastless mining. Drilling, blasting will not be necessary in surface miner projects. So it is a selective method of mining. Particularly, it is very suitable for coal having compressive strength below 250 kg per centimeter square. If the compressive strength of the coal is less than 250 kilogram per centimeter square, then you can go for surface miner project. And it is suitable for the gradient 1 in 10, and it is also suitable for flatter deposits. So this is the diagram of a surface miner. This is the surface miner machine, Rudgen surface miner machine used in the surface mining projects. And this is the surface miner which cuts coal at the bottom of the machine. And we have seen that the bucket wheel excavators are used in Naval Lignite Corporation for extraction of the, for mining of the lignite deposits. And it is mainly used for the lignite extraction. And the company Naval Lignite Corporation is using the bucket wheel excavator. And it is particularly suitable for coal having low compressive strength up to 100 kilogram per centimeter square. If the compressive strength of the coal is 100 less than 100 kilogram per centimeter square, then bucket wheel excavators can be used. And this is the diagram of a bucket wheel excavator. This is the diagram of a bucket wheel excavator. This is the bucket wheel excavator. Such a big machine. It is a very big machine. So this one is the bucket wheel, and the wheel is carrying number of buckets, and these buckets they cut the face, and this is the belt conveyor through which the material is flowing, and the material is spread in this area. So this is a bucket wheel excavator. So this is very clear. These are the wheels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. So number of wheels are there, number of buckets are there, and this is the wheel. The wheel is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. This is the size of the machine, very big size machine, bucket wheel excavator machine. is the bucket wheel excavator. These are the buckets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 buckets. So this is the bucket wheel excavator. This is the bucket wheel excavator. Bucket wheel excavator. And in Indian coal mines, we are using the drag line. Drag line for the overcasting purpose, for strip mining purpose. So the drag line is used for overburden dumping, for overburden casting. The overburden material will be caught by the drag line, and by the help of this big boom, the material will be dumped away from the pit. So this drag line can be used in a gradient flatter than 1 in 6. And the drag line can be used for the seams where they are free from faults, geological disturbances. If you are using drag line, the coal seams should be free from geological faults and other disturbances. And the deposits with major strike length is most suitable for dragline mining. The deposits with major strike length is suitable for dragline mining. A hilly property is not at all suitable for dragline mining. If the property is situated at the hilltop, dragline mining is not possible. The deposit should have at least 15 years of life. Then only you can purchase a dragline for the mining purpose. This is a dragline machine. This is the bucket of the dragline. This is a dragline machine. This is, you see the such a big size of bucket, giant dragline bucket. Lot of material can be lifted by the help of the dragline bucket. So then in surface mines, people are using the in-pit crossing and conveying technology, in-pit crosser and conveyor technology. So in the mines itself, there will be a crosser. The crosser plant will cross the material, and after that, the material will be loaded to the belt conveyor. So that system is called in-pit crosser and conveyor technology. In-pit crosser and conveyor technology. So the purpose of crossing the material is to adopt the conveyor transport system, because the conveyor is cheapest mode of transport, because conveyors are running by the electrical power, not by diesel. So that's why electricity is cheaper than the diesel. So if you are going to use the conveyor system, then you should have the in-pit crosser. The function of the in-pit crosser is to cross the material to the required size, which will be loaded to the conveyor. So this is the in-pit crosser conveyor technology used in some mines, and this is the in-pit crosser conveyor technology. In-pit crosser technology. Okay, so this is about the surface mining methods adopted in some of the mines, and you have seen the underground mining, and this is you can go through underground mining by the help of the vertical shafts, entry through a shaft to the underground mine, and a man riding system in underground mines. Just you'll have some idea about the underground mining. So this is the a well supported underground roadway is supported by these girders, and in earlier days, the coal was transported by the uh, uh, animals, and this is the drilling operation carried out in the underground coal mines. This is the drill machine. The drilling is carried out in the underground coal mines. And loading in earlier days, manual loading was done. People are loading the coal to the mine tops, and this is the after that, this load haul dumper came in the underground mine. The capacity of this load haul dump is 2.7 cubic meter, and you can get a production of 150 to 200 tons per day. And it is applicable for shims of 1 in 6 gradient and flatter. and it can take a thickness of 2 meter to 4 meter coal seam thickness. So this is side dump loader SDL, side dump loader SDL. Its capacity is 1 cubic meter. Production it can give is 120 tons per day. Seams of 1 in 5 gradient and flatter seams it can be used. This is used in underground mines. Side dump loader is used in the underground mines. And the coal seam thickness is 2 meter to 3.5 meter it can take. And this is the mechanized drivage machine in underground mines. Rate of drivage is 6 meters per day. Production is 150 tons per day. For seams of 1 in 4 gradient and flatter, thickness of 2 meter to 4 meter. So this is a comparison between the surface mining method and the underground mining method. In the case of a continuous miner in underground mines, this is underground mining, rate of drivage is 50 meters per day, production is 1500 tons per day. For seams of 1 in 5, gradient and flatter, thickness 3 meter to 4 meter can be used. And you know that in underground mines, this roof bolting is carried out. Roof bolting is carried out so that the roof will not fall down. So this roof bolting is carried out by the help of a roof bolting machine. So in surface mining, these things are not necessary. No need of supporting the roof. So this cost can be reduced in surface mining. Okay. So mechanized roof bolters, the bolting is carried out per day. 240 bolts can be erected, and it is applicable for seams of 1 in 5 gradient and flatter, and for a thickness of 2 meter to 5 meter. This machine can be used for the carrying out rope bolting operation in underground coal mines. And you have already studied the Longwall general layout, Longwall phase, Longwall method of mining, and direction of retreat, advance and retreat method of mining. Okay. And Longwall mining is carried out by using the your coal coal cutting machines and plows. This is the shearer used in underground coal mining. This is the shearer working at a Longwall phase in underground coal mining. And this is the shearer working at Longwall phase. So this is the shearer machine. And this shearer machine, after cutting, it is loading to the belt conveyor, and the material is transported by the help of the belt conveyor. And this is the roof support parts, roof support at Longwall phase. Um, this is the power support. This is the power support given to the underground roof so that the roof is not going to fall down. Power support, roof support at Longwall phase. This is the underground gallery where this is the belt conveyor system, Longwall main gate belt conveyor system. In this belt conveyor, material is flowing, coal is flowing, and this is the net, roof net stitching is given so that the roof rocks are not going to fall down. So there are some new concepts are to be carried out in Indian mines. New concepts like high wall mining. So high wall mining is carried out for the thin seams. Suppose this is the coal seam, very thin seam. So you can go for trench mining. You can go for trench mining, and this coal is taken by the high wall miners. A machine called high wall miner is used for the trench mining. This side it is bench mining. This side is trench mining. So in high wall mining, these are the holes driven. These are the holes from which the coal is taken out by the help of a high wall miner. This is the coal seam, thin seam, and this is the high wall. This is the high wall. Below the high wall, the coal is there. Coal seam is there. So this coal is taken out by the help of a high wall miner. This is a machine, high wall miner machine, high wall miner machine. This is the high wall, and this is the coal, and this coal is taken out by this machine, high-wall miner machine. And uh, in some parts, people are using the punch longwall mining. So what is punch longwall mining? The advantages of punch longwall is step change in cost and more production capacity, high productivity and low cost, longer term and higher percentage of reserves extraction, easy logistics at the near surface deposits, high gate road development rates visible, higher and faster returns on investment, total investment uh, compared with the underground mining methods. Pancho longwall mining is much uh, uh, easy, mm, easier than the uh, conventional underground mining methods. So this is the Panch longwall mining method carried out in some parts of the world. It is not done in India. We don't have such type of mine in India. Panch longwall. And this is the erection of arches for the Panch longwall. So this is the arcs, erection of arcs, erection of arcs, and you enter the deposit and take out the coal from this gallery. This is the Panch longwall, and this is the support system. This is the belt conveyor system, and this is the caving, technical principle of top caving method. This is the longwall top coal caving with the bar supports. The cap lamp and this is the battery. And nowadays people are going for underground coal gasification. So what is done in underground coal gasification? Suppose there is a coal seam is there. So it is lying at a very great depth and you cannot go for mining. So instead of underground mining or surface mining, you take out the coal gas. So what is done? So you dig a vertical hole to this area, dig a vertical hole, and here also you dig a vertical hole, and through this hole you inject. This is the injection well. This is called your injection well. This is called the production well. So what is underground coal gasification? Uh, this is the coal seam. This is the coal seam. Okay. So you to the coal seam. This is called injection. This well is called injection well, and this well is called production well. So through the injection well, gasification agents, oxygen and water is injected to the coal seam through this coal. The coal seam uh, uh, whenever this oxygen and water reaches to the coal seam, so the reaction takes place, and uh, uh, here oxygen is coming in contact with the coal, and the they are forming the gas, and this gas is taken to the surface. Coal gas is taken to the surface, gas cleanup, and fuel gas or hydrogen gas is obtained here. So this is called an underground coal gasification system, and this underground coal gasification system is nowadays uh, being tried in some of the mines where the conventional method of mining is not possible. So Today we have just given some introduction to the means different type of equipments used in surface mines. Different type of equipments used in surface mines we have seen. High-wall mining also we have seen. High-wall mining also we have seen. Okay. And the these are the holes for the high-wall mine. So this class we have just compared with open cast mining and non mining. You can have idea underground mining and surface mining. In pit crossing system we have discussed in pit conveyor technology, uh, dragline mining, dragline method of mining, dragline bucket size, dragline machine, dragline is used in the gradients flatter than 1 in 6. Teams should be free from geological faults and other geological disturbances. Deposits with major cycling is very much suitable for dragline mining. A hilly property is not suitable for dragline mining. Deposit should have at least 15 years of life. Then only the dragline mining can be carried out. And we have also seen bucket wheel excavator. The machine is very big, gigantic machine. Bucket wheel excavators are used for the Navali Lignite Corporation for lignite mining. This is the bucket wheel excavator. This bucket wheel excavator is used mainly for lignite extraction, particularly it is suitable for coal and low constraint 100 kilogram per centimeter square. And we have seen the surface miner in Indian coal mines. Surface miner is used where there is no drilling, no blasting. So the surface miner is a selective method of mining, can be the surface miner. Particularly, the surface miner is suitable for coal having compressive strength below 250 kg per centimeter square. And the surface miner is suitable in gradient of 1 in 10 and flatter. Hydraulic shovel and dumper are the widely used equipment in surface mining projects. With a rope shovel and dumper combination, this shovel and dumper mining, rope shovel. So this shovel dumper combination is used for multi-seam extraction and is a flexible method of mining. It can work in steep gradients up to 1 in 5. This is the blasting carried out in open cast benches. This is a schematic diagram of open cast mining operation. And the different type of machines which are used in surface mining, we have seen shovel dumper mining, dragline mining, surface miner technology, bucket wheel excavator technology, in-pit crossing and spreader technology. These are the different type of open cast mining machineries used in surface mining. So these are the different mining processes we have seen. Mining processes. So the surface mining processes are drilling, blasting, loading, hurling, transportation, processing, and washing of the code. So all these things, all these operations are carried out in surface mining. So this is about this class, and we will have some idea about the method of mining which is carried out, and you can compare with underground mining. How the surface mining is how the surface mining is carried out and how the underground mining is carried out. From the comparison, you can come to know that surface mining is very safe method of mining compared to underground mining, because underground mining you have to give support to the roots, you have to give ventilation network, your ventilation system is to be adopted, fans they have to run, pumps they have to run. So, so this support system and the ventilation system is not required in open cast mining. That is why open cast mining is very cheap method of mining. So this is all about today's class. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Have a nice